It should be actually a really good vantage point to
All right, we're live.
And now, we invite you to make more happy memories with us as we celebrate the Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration with this dazzling display of magical moments woven together in a tapestry of happiness.
Y ahora, en celebración del 70 aniversario del Disneyland Resort, los invitamos a crear más recuerdos felices con nosotros con este deslumbrante despliegue de momentos mágicos entretejidos en Tapestry of Happiness.
Shine
vision of the world, and we wanted to show it to be a very happy one. Happy. As I say, we're just getting started.
Thank you for joining us for Tapestry of Happiness. We hope you enjoy the rest of your time at the Disneyland Resort 70th Celebration.
Gracias por acompañarnos en Tapestry of Happiness. Esperamos que disfruten el resto de su visita durante la celebración del 70 aniversario del Disneyland Resort.
Good to go. Let me get over here real quick. Back over there. So they're going to be playing that same, what is it called?
Tapestry of Happiness.
Tapestry of Happiness on the Small World building. In about another 5 minutes or so, we'll head back over there. And after that, the parade should come through, right?
I was just telling them, I think that they do that to entertain all the people that are sitting back there waiting for the parade.
Yeah. It definitely helps in entertaining while you're waiting.
Oh, yeah. I wish I could see it. Maybe I could go watch it next time.
I think that sounds great. So we're gonna skip the next plane. My wife wants to go over there and see it, and I gotta save the spot for the parade. Huh? Oh yeah. take for us for the drive over here.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it ends over there.
Okay, well, we'll sit tight and wait for it to come on. We know we got a good view once it gets here.
Well, because remember last time we were here at night? It was coming through.
Yeah, I remember. That's why I saw a hint of it. That's why we got to see it. It looked really good.
But was that the 10 or was that the 9? So, was, I think...
Yeah, we'll just sit tight and wait.
And now, we invite you to make more happy memories with us as we celebrate the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration with this dazzling display of magical moments woven together in a tapestry of happiness.
Y ahora, en celebración del 70 aniversario del Disneyland Resort, los invitamos a crear más recuerdos felices con nosotros con este deslumbrante despliegue de momentos mágicos entretejidos en Tapestry of Happiness.
among nations of the world, and we wanted to show it to be a very happy one. started.
Thank you for joining us for Tapestry of Happiness. We hope you enjoy the rest of your time at the Disneyland Resort 70th Celebration.
Gracias por acompañarnos en Tapestry of Happiness. Esperamos que disfruten el resto de su visita durante la celebración del 70 aniversario del Disneyland Resort.
I want to try to keep the horizon flat. Let me know if it's not flat, okay? Got my moderator, my son, helping again.
Is it that?
Have you seen this parade before?
Back when it was at DCA, like
Oh.
years and years ago.
Okay. I'm just wondering, is it going to come this way?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
No, they're going to come back from that way.
Oh, so they're going to come from this way.
No, they did
Yeah,
earlier. The
wherever
first
it
showing.
lives.
The second showing, it'll be back over.
Okay.
So it's gonna come from Main Street to here.
Yes.
Got it.
Because the parade like lives over there.
So they're going to come down this way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Comes from here and goes out
Yeah.
there.
Thank you.
Yes. And then it has to go back home.
Yeah, I'm a regular, so I know.
Okay, cool.
It's definitely worth the wait.
We're new regulars.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I've been watching the parade since they first started running it,
Okay.
and it's been packed.
Oh, I bet.
I saw a glimpse of it and I had to see it. I was like, I saw it from far away. I'm like, I want to see that.
Yeah, it's
So.
definitely. Well, I was on the monorail and I go, oh, cool, I'm going to catch it just in time.
Awesome.
So as Mac and the rest of the crew were, cruising by, and of course we're in the front, so we got a nice view as we're coming around and the baby's going bonkers.
The hell do it.
Yeah, because you're above everything, you see that giant truck.
It's so
Well,
funny because
I'm
when
excited.
when I started coming, the first time I saw Paint the Night was at DCA.
Yes.
And I had no idea it was ever over here in this part because I would come and then I stopped coming for a while. Then when I started re-coming again, that's when it was over there. And then so seeing pictures of Mac like in front of the castle and stuff, I'm like, it's so weird seeing it over here for me.
Well, because it was here originally.
Yeah.
And then they transferred
And then they
it over
moved. So it was
there.
here originally, and then they moved it over there, and now it's back again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better. The LEDs are a lot brighter. The girls that are whipping around the fiber optics and stuff, those things are a lot longer and brighter.
Okay.
They changed the costumes a little bit. They put more LEDs and stuff in the packs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what was happening was they were the.
Do you mind if I put you on the live stream real quick?
Oh, sure. I'll give you something.
Awesome. Thank you.
So, with the LEDs brighter and stuff, and they put more LEDs in the costumes.
Okay.
Before they were kind of dim, and not really.
Were they
bright.
using
Now-
LEDs before, like the older LEDs, or
Yes.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they updated everything, and it just pops. Especially when they turn all the lights off and
Oh,
stuff.
man.
That's what makes the colors everything. It's like Mac and the girls and everything. They just made.
Is it better back here than it is on Main Street?
I kind of like it here because you have the long straightaway.
I thought this was a perfect spot.
Yeah, up here is definitely a great spot because you're above everybody, short of a balloon.
Yeah, that's true.
Happens to be waving right in front of you.
I'm sure it happens.
Been there, done that. Yeah, when I brought my, as I call it, the big girl, my 7R2,
Okay.
and there's always, it never fails, there's always either a really tall person, 6 foot something in front of you, Or the kid with the balloon. Can you put the balloon down, please? And like sometimes the cats, yeah. And of course they put it down for a few seconds. And
Yeah, as soon as I get captivated, yeah.
Mouse will set his imagination free.
Yeah, that was, like I said, been there, done that. I've sat in front of the castle for like 3 hours
Okay.
to film.
The fun begins in
I've
just
been all
a
over,
few
and I
minutes.
go,
Thank you.
is it really worth it? And then I look at my
Buenas
phone,
noches
okay,
a
it was
todos.
worth it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited because like we were walking. I guess we were leaving one of the rides and we were like just kind of caught a glimpse of the. What is the name of the candlestick guy in Beauty and the Beast? What is it? Lumiere? Yeah. Lumiere. So yeah, I caught a glimpse of him and I was like, holy moly! I'm like, that looks so amazing. I'm like, I gotta see that.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I'm team Main Street Electrical Parade, so
Yeah.
of the two, like that's
Yeah,
my
that would
favorite.
be my second favorite parade.
Okay.
Being Main Street Electrical.
Okay.
Although watching Pluto come through and mess with people, it's the Pluto Electrical Parade. And everyone starts laughing.
Same, yeah,
Yeah.
that's why like it's the
Yeah.
one of my first parades that like has that connection to me.
Awesome.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Company D?
What is it?
Company D?
No, I'm not.
Company D is the Disneyland employee state.
Okay.
It's literally on the other side of the freeway from here.
Okay.
Invited though.
Yeah, I know.
Expensive gift.
You got invited, huh?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
If you'd like, you can take a quick snapshot and you could be invited.
Sounds like a plan. I'd love to go.
This is good until August.
It's a long one. It's like all summer.
Yeah.
They've been doing really long ones.
Yeah, I've been kind of surprised because they used to do maybe a month, maybe 2 month
Yeah.
thing. Like in February they had it and it was like
Yeah,
it was a short month.
February to like May.
Yeah. I'll give you the other half because you need both halves to get
Okay.
it.
It's almost time for the Disney Pension
Okay,
Parade.
awesome. I'm super
To enhance
interested.
your viewing
Yeah,
experience,
they do ask for it up front, of
and
course.
the area will remain in darkness
My aunt
for
is
the
like
duration of the
Oh, that
you
makes
get it.
sense.
I'll
We
get it.
ask that you please refrain from the use
Yeah,
of flash
it's half off on everything. I got pictures of some of the stuff when I was there today.
And the 50% that they started.
Yeah, 50%.
Awesome.
And then,
Para que puedan disfrutar plenamente esta experiencia, las luces se atenuarán y el área permanecerá en oscuridad durante la duración del espectáculo.
Sounds exciting.
Les pedimos que por favor se abstengan de
Anything Disney we're into, so.
durante la presentación. Gracias.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
the claws or whatever they call it.
So is it like overstock or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Interesting.
a lot. It's like great stuff, but it's a lot like thrift shopping. So it's like all the older stuff. So you'll see stuff from like
Stuff that's cycling out.
yeah,
Backpacks at $35 a pop.
That's way better, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you'll find some great deals. But you need to go there, and then a lot, like especially friends and family, it's so crowded.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I see that. That's
So
awesome.
patience.
Okay. Who doesn't like Star Wars?
If you go like the very last weekend.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We even got the Thanos one.
I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, we have a little bit of everything. More backpacks.
Okay. Those are the lounge flies.
Yeah.
Those are popular.
I mean, for $35, you can't beat it. And of course, you have Stitch.
Oh yeah. And they have the new live action coming out of that, right? Just came out. Oh.
Any of the cool stuff.
Haven't been yet for this.
Want to get you over there.
It was packed. I was surprised because normally when it's the first weekend of the thing being available, it's normally kind of empty.
Okay.
But I was surprised to see that many people there.
Okay.
Even had a line for me. I got there just at the right time.
Yeah, I was saying like the last weekend is always
yeah,
the worst.
yeah.
Like, go for like the last.
I avoided it last
Yeah.
time because I've sat there for an hour and change in the line because they have it outlined outside.
They wrap around the building, yeah.
Yeah, and and a lot of people, of course, take advantage of early Christmas shopping or whatever, which is something I do too.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, when you have $5 shirts, you
can't beat that.
Pass it up.
And
Yeah.
especially like the friends and family, like it's so random and the
Yeah.
times, like you never know when they're gonna do it again.
Yes.
So
Okay.
if you like, for me, like my
Yeah.
aunt could bring me, but then we have to like
Yeah.
arrange, go together, and things like that. Like
Yeah.
the customer can bring you in, so it's easy enough with the like pass that I can just go on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I never know like when they're gonna do it again.
Yeah, exactly. And so anytime I get the pass, I always take advantage and
And
go.
they change stuff too. So
Yes.
like.
Okay,
I think
so
they
do they
merge
like
every,
how do they like give the pass out? Like is it just
Well, it's most of the time employees only, and
Okay.
they call it friends and family.
Oh, that
So,
makes sense. Oh yeah, that makes
so-
sense. Yeah. Friends and family, got it. That makes a lot of
So
sense.
when you go in, they'll ask you, are you a friend or family? You go, you're a friend.
Yeah.
And then they'll, you show them the pass, of course. And then they sometimes ask for it at the register.
Okay.
Because sometimes while they're checking everybody, people sneak in behind.
I believe it.
And they get up to the register, and then they go.
They can't buy anything.
Yeah, they have to be turned down, and it's kind of sad. I've seen it only once happen, where someone walked in and they go, my phone is acting up. And unfortunately, they go, I'm sorry, we can't, process.
Yeah.
But they have a little bit of everything, from pins.
Oh, we're all about the pin collecting.
Yeah, they have, you won't be disappointed.
Okay.
They have pins.
She didn't hear that, did she?
They're
gonna have pins.
Yeah, they have quite an assortment of pins. Like I said, I bought a few.
Okay, cool.
They have sometimes limited edition stuff. They have some limited jewelry in a little jewel case, and that's up front. The nice, expensive purses are up front.
Makes sense. Keep them behind where someone can't just pick it up.
The $300 or $400 purses for like sometimes $150, $200.
That's a steal.
Yeah, there was something. There was this one lady. She goes, "I should have bought the purse. Because she was. I go, just buy it. You know you want it." And she's like, "I can't. She can't make her mind up." I go, "Because if you come next week, it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Guaranteed." It was like this other lady too. They had the mini tumblers, that were they were gorgeous. I almost bought one. Yeah, the crystal ones for like they were $50, $60, whatever they were.
Yeah, they had the pins in them or whatever.
No.
Oh, that was a different one.
Yeah, these were from the Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
They were the nice tumblers. And they had this massive pile of them sitting as they walked in the door. And they had one out, so you could see they're all in the box.
Okay.
And some people buy them for Christmas gifts.
Now that's where it sounds like a win for that, and then any of the she likes all the Disney stuff a lot.
Oh yeah,
so.
they have tons.
She has a wardrobe she's bought.
They have tons of different tumblers, bottles,
glasses and everything.
Yeah,
or?
everything.
Speaking of which, I saw a glass that was like a land base. I saw a glass set. I think it was in the pin shop or somewhere. Oh, I should have. Anyways, I meant to tell you, but there was this really cool glass set that had a cup for each land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would have wanted to get it, but I forgot where it is right
they
now.
had some of those a couple months ago.
Okay.
They had those.
Oh man. Okay.
They had Haunted Mansion stuff for quite a while. The cups.
Okay.
Right now they have the octopus. What's it? Ursula.
Okay.
A little for like $5. The little, and it is ceramic.
It's like one of the actual mugs, right?
No, this is like, it looks almost like a vase type thing. It's kind of, it's big. I'm not,
Interesting.
Yeah, for like $5. I go, you can't beat that.
No.
My regret.
I don't know what I do with it.
There's there's two things I
Put a plant in it, some soil, and put some succulents in it.
That's
you
when
know.
you see people, you're at the store when you see people walking out the store with 2 giant bags full of nuts.
And it's not popcorn buckets,
it's
right?
not popcorn buckets. I've seen one guy, family bought 40 of those Pixar little water bottles.
Wow.
They were like, I'm trying to remember if they were $5 a pop, something like that. And they were just flying off the shelf. But you just go bonkers in there. So you do have to.
So I have to set a budget before we go in there.
Yeah.
Just like think about
only this much.
Yeah, because you're gonna see like.
But you can't have that because a lot of questions are going to be need.
$5.
A lot of those are going to be wants.
Or you can pretend it's a Christmas gift
Yeah.
or birthday present.
To myself.
Stuff that
That
didn't.
sweater's for me, at Christmas.
Well, trust me, I've done that too. They had the big giant red sweater. They still have a couple left, but I've worn that during the winter, and everyone always asks, "Where'd you get this sweater?" Well,
One thing I noticed is their clothes are nice and warm.
Yeah. I was kind of like,
So they make it the Disneyland clothes that
there, and I'm like, oh, perfect.
they feel well made.
yeah.
So
But you'll find the two things I regret not buying. The first
Like the
one
lounge
was
size, like,
right after they had the marathon.
Okay.
The half marathon thing.
Yeah.
Back in January.
yeah, I remember.
Well, in February they had all the leftover merch, the jackets, the running, backpacks.
That would have been nice. Yeah. Perfect summer kind of night gear,
The runner's jackets.
Yeah.
They were $95 here at the park. They sold them for $8. I regret not buying a whole mess of those.
Yeah.
More gifts for family and stuff.
Yeah.
I kick myself in the head for not buying.
You could cover the whole family with that.
Oh yeah, at $8.
$100.
Yeah, because they had all the sizes. They had the runners' jerseys and all kids, and well, for all sizes were available.
Yeah, I run the marathon, and I couldn't get in. The virtual queue was like so done, and then they opened up the company day, and I went like that first day. I picked up all my race gear.
Yeah, at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, it was so perfect. I was so excited because I was so sad I missed out on the merch.
Like I said, I wish I would have bought more of the, because they had all the sizes, small, medium, large, extra large, and triple X, whatever, and of course all the jerseys and stuff. All those runners' jerseys, and I go, everyone just,
Yeah, that's because it's not normal merch too. You know what I mean? So it's out of the norm.
Because you still have the price tags on it, and it said $95, well, $94.99, for the things. I go for $8. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And like I said, they were gone the next week.
You really can never have too many jackets. I mean, let's be straightforward,
Especially like the scuba, I got the running one with like the thumb holes.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, the minute I pulled it out and tried it on, everybody just flocked over to the section and started, picking up the shirts. Or I should say the jackets too.
That probably cleared out the first day they put it out.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
The jackets for sure went.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be
Some
surprised.
of the shirts like stayed for like a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were there for quite a while.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I bump into you?
Marked them
I'm
down
sorry,
to
man.
$5 or something like that, $3 or whatever the hell they were
Always
going
see
for.
like something
Yeah.
like when you see something that keeps getting marked down, you're like, oh, nobody wants this. They like the food and
That's a-
wine
that's a
t-shirt.
sign.
Oh yeah, I saw those today too.
Oh, they're still there.
Yeah. They had the hats, they had the shirts, and some. I think they had little pullovers. I think also.
And they do that festival annually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have leftover merch. So because obviously they don't know.
Do they sell the wine half off over there?
Unfortunately, no. Although once in a while, like a couple, when you had the last sale, I bought those yummy character candies. I wasn't too crazy about it. But the ones that I really love, and I regret not buying a whole mess of them, was the Chip and Dale little cookies. They come in a nut.
Okay.
Like a big giant acorn.
Okay.
I bought it for the acorn.
Yeah, that's exactly why I bought it. Was because I wanted the acorn. I got 2 of them.
That's how they get you with everything here.
Yeah.
You'll get like a popcorn bucket, not even put popcorn in it,
Go figure.
Buckets are not good for popcorn.
Yeah.
Like so many of the shapes, like you can't put.
Yeah,
it
doesn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Yeti sipper from
Yeah,
the.
I got one too.
Yeah, so and then I'll try. She bought it, and I couldn't figure out how to get it open for the longest time, and I'm like, I'm just gonna pull on the head, and either the head's coming off, or we're gonna find out where the opening is. So.
No, sometimes it's you don't realize how because everyone thinks, well, how do you get the thing in? Because there's some of them where they're activated. You pull the arm down and so his eyes light up and the little Yeti yells. Mine, because I'm an electronics guy, one of the eyes wasn't quite functioning right, so I pulled out my soldering iron,
fixed it up,
unscrewed his head, and pulled it apart. And then I saw the little circuit board. It had a loose connection in it, of course. And so I soldered it up and all.
Easy fix.
Yeah, easy fix.
Yeah.
Took me longer to unscrew them and then screw them back together than it did the
The
fix.
solder it, yeah.
Yeah. So I soldered it back up and his little light now lights up. So
Okay.
it still does it well. So
You could have put like better lights in there technically.
you know, I've thought about it.
Increase the power, bigger
Yeah.
speaker.
Put a little amplifier in so
Yeah.
you can hear them really roar. Yeah, you know, having worked in electronics for so long, it's not a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, I've done some IoT device, design and programming for just a hobby stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Soldering and hooking up ESP32s and things
Yeah.
like that. So I definitely have some fun with that electronics as well. I do computers for a living.
Okay.
So I'm like, it was like
It's
a
kind of
natural. Yeah, I had a friend tell me like about the ESP32s and all the sensors, and I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
That's something I've always wanted to get into is the PICs and some of the other programmable chip stuff.
They're so cheap, the ESP32s.
Yeah.
That's what got, and the sensors were so cheap. So like it was like $30 to get into it, and then I was unfortunately then it got expensive because then I was hooked. So then I bought a bunch of sensors, a bunch of supplies, a bunch of different chips.
Yeah.
And then I'm hooking it up to my lizard cage just to monitor all his stuff. So
I've seen people make fish.
Yeah, flagging.
Fish feeding little feeders, like when they go on vacation and stuff. That way they program it, let the fish get its meals instead of having someone come in and fish sit.
Yeah, it's so practical.
Yeah.
Right,
Or even with, well, not as much with dogs and cats. If they're gone for a couple of days, it works. But I wouldn't want to leave my critter, alone by himself all that long.
let's try to cool it off.
But yeah, it's
that's
the
what
programming
changed
part.
you
One of
when
these
you were
days, I'm gonna
Yeah,
sit
is it
myself
better
down
now?
and do that.
A little bit here and there.
I have so many.
Still lagging out.
Especially, as a matter of fact, I took one of the magic bands at Park the other day. Because what I want to do is get a 3D print of the D and then have that light up.
Oh, yeah, because I've been
Ready to
looking
restart
into
it?
because you could take the puck out, and I've been seeing so many people online
It's about to be coming.
like bad times, like
Yeah.
different things
Yeah.
for them, and that's what I want to do. So yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I took one apart
It's lagging bad
last
though.
week, and I didn't realize that it was a Magic Band Plus. The freebie one that they gave out.
Music is coming.
The magic you want.
Yeah, the Magic Key one.
Hold
I
it.
have two of them.
Got my
And I go, well, cool, I'm going to sacrifice one. And then the other day I was looking for something, and I pulled my dresser drawer open, and I go, oh, there's the Magic Band still in the box. And then I look at it, it's a plus. And I go,
We're gonna
I thought
restart
it
the
was a
stream real
regular.
quick.
And so you cannot pull it out.
Right, it should be
or pull
kicking
it
back
apart.
up right now.
I mean, it does, like you said, the screws do come out.
Yeah.
But, and the little puck comes out. But to undo the
puck itself.
Yeah, one guy that I saw on YouTube do it, or a girl.
Careful, don't let that battery fall out,
guy
it'll just fall out.
broke a little bit of the board. And luckily I didn't do that when I pulled mine apart because I used an X-Acto knife and slowly pried it open. And finally,
Still doing the choking there.
and it takes some patience. You don't want to force
Still
it.
getting some lag here for some reason.
Yeah, or push these. Been there, done that quite a few times. And I go, I don't want to end up in the emergency room, have a finger hanging there.
For a magic band.
Yeah. What were you doing?
Seems to be getting better.
You go to the emergency room. What were you doing? Oh, I was cutting the magic band up. What's that? What's one of these? My finger's kind of sitting there.
It does that.
Yeah, I was
Wet
really
they-
careful. I
Learn
had
how to use it a little better.
flashlight, little pocket flashlight. I was using that as a hammer to pound the knife into the edge of the puck. So I kept doing it side by side and all the way around, kept doing it. So finally I cracked it open without damaging the board. So I was really happy. I got it.
We can hear the parade coming.
Believe me, I thought I was going to do it, to be honest. I thought for sure.
It's like that difficult, like
Yeah.
that sealed up.
Yeah, it is. Because you figure it's waterproof.
Oh, is it waterproof?
Yeah.
Or just kind
Good.
of water resistant?
Water resistant.
Cannot be in the pocket.
I mean, it's definitely
Yeah, we gotta
something
get,
you
like,
want to throw in
something
the
to-
ocean and then fight.
Like if you're right on the ring,
or
like
washing your
sweating,
hands.
Washing your hands, like all of that.
Here comes the fire
it's
man.
It's
After
pretty
checking
sealed
all
up.
the stuff after the fireworks.
Like I said, it took me a while to crack it open, but with some patience and me hitting it with the X-Acto knife and my flashlight, I was able to finally crack it open.
Sorry about that, guys. The stream started having technical difficulties. I wanted to get it fixed before the parade got here. I'm like, I just stopped and like pulled my attention away. I'm like, I apologize about that.
No. At least it's coming from that way. So you had some
Yeah,
extra
no.
time.
Woo! Really? That was close. Yeah, everything started stuttering out of nowhere. So I was like, that's why I have my moderator, my son.
Keep an eye on things on the front end.
He takes it very seriously sometimes.
That's the one thing I've noticed that last was it Wednesday last year? One of the halos and on one of the cars, guys that wasn't working.
Interesting.
And I've seen them come off to the side and have a cast member adjust some of their hardware.
Okay.
Because they're moving around and stuff. And
Something might get unplugged. Yeah.
Or it gets loose.
Yeah.
Because they're wearing these all black suits. And I'm assuming that's probably what's happening is as they're dancing around and doing their moves, that they're coming loose. So I've seen like 2 of them come over to the cast member that's here on the sides.
Okay.
Strapped down, whatever it is.
So they definitely have people sticking with them for sure.
Yeah.
Specialized people.
Yeah.
I think of it like Christmas lights. One goes out, like you have a whole string of
Yeah.
them. So,
And unfortunately,
there's so
I hope
many
you wouldn't
lights.
design it like bad Christmas lights.
Not bad Christmas
Because there's the bad Christmas lights without the redundant wire or whatever, you know what I mean? And there's the ones where the whole chain goes out. I hate that because, at some point, like nowadays, they don't make the bulbs universal either. You know what I mean? So now if one bulb goes out, hopefully you have that specific bulb to put in there.
Yeah, mostly like with the halo because they're using RGB LEDs, to create the different colors. But if it loses the signal, it's just dead.
Yeah.
Without it, because they need the not only the voltage plus and minus, but then the signal that tells the LEDs that turn blue or pink or purple, whatever. So, but if it loses it, then it's dead. And I've last weekend...
Or stuck in the wrong color or something.
Yeah. Matter of fact, like I said, Saturday I saw one of the wings on one of the ferries kind of acting goofy, where everyone else was one color except her. She was like the opposite of the color. So I knew right away what was going on. See, the unfortunate thing, and this is something that I've encountered over the years, is that engineers design stuff in their minds that will never break. I've dealt with people from JPL, and one of my former teachers is a JPL person, and everything they design does not fail, period. And I'm one of those people that likes sticking the thorn in and proving them wrong, that their stuff does break, and often, and I have to go in and fix it. And I've pissed off engineers. I've said, look, you guys design it, and I have to fix what you guys designed because your stuff never works right.
That sounds like my job. All the programming and everything like that. It's all perfect. I'm like, until I get my hands on it and try to actually do the work, and then all of a sudden I find where the problems are.
You know exactly where I'm coming from. Believe me, you don't know how many times I've dealt with engineers, even the ones from JPL and stuff. I sit back and laugh because there's things, I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff, and I know exactly what's going to happen. Like the guys that were designing the parachute for the Mars Pathfinder originally, they had a documentary, and they go, we took the parachute from so-and-so. And I go, the first thing that occurred to me, it's going to shred. Granted, I'm not an engineer, I'm just a dumbass tech, but I have a little common sense. So what happens? Exactly what I thought, even before they said it. They threw it out of an airplane at high altitude.
It's shredded.
And Yeah, it's shredded, and you hear the thump of the spacecraft hitting the sand in the desert. You know? And they go, whoa, the guys are scratching their heads going, I don't know what happened. You know, and I knew exactly what happened. The parachute, the weight that they had, they were simulating the weight of what their craft that they were going to send up. And they underestimated the size of the parachute because they were taking it from one thing that it was designed for and trying to not reinvent the wheel. And they took the wheel, put it on there, and it was a fail.
The wheel just fell off.
Yeah, literally. And all you hear is they had microphones, and you see the video of the capsule just going thump.
Yeah, it would have been cheaper just to actually re-engineer the chute. Yeah, for sure.
That would have been me, but of course, you know. But I knew exactly what was going to happen. Like I said, sometimes they are too smart for their own good.
Yeah.
They refuse to admit they're wrong. I've had to prove them wrong, and they still refuse to believe it. They go, no, this has to work. You're wrong. You're wrong. And they check the circuits out and stuff.
And you become like too close to it.
Yeah.
You're too.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And they will not believe that you found a problem with their circuits. It's kind of funny. I just laugh because I know how they are. I know the first couple of times that I ran into that, they got a little pissed off at me.
Oh yeah.
I'm the rub the salt in the wound type of guy. But you know, I know I'm right. I'll admit it. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But when you are an engineer and you design something and you go, well, this is wrong, it's like programming. I had the hardest, I would stay up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning messing with Windows, trying to get it to work. And I'm pulling my hair out going, why doesn't this program work right? And it wasn't until one of my former colleagues was learning programming and he explained it to me, what was going on. See, I always thought there was 1 or 2 programmers in a room, and they sat there doing this all day. They put the programs together and it magically worked. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know you might have 150, 200 programmers in a room. One guy does mouses, another guy does screens, and whatever.
It's all broken up, yeah.
Yeah, and then they put it all together.
Yep, and that's how it gets broken.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's always somebody that doesn't talk to the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes too long if just one person does it, though. So it's easier if you just mash it all
Blame
together
everybody.
Yeah.
and then figure out the issues.
Well, now I guess they're all going to start using AI and mashing the AI code together. Hopefully it works a little better.
Yeah. And then the computer's really going to fall apart. They go, what happened? Why isn't it not working?
The computer's going to be apathetic. So you're like, I don't want to. Why?
Yeah, it's going to give you. Yeah, it's going to give you attitude. You're not giving me enough bites, so I'm not going to work anymore.
I like to stream videos, and we don't do that a lot.
I want to see more puppies.
Just like typing words. It's not entertaining.
More cat videos.
It's not supposed to be entertaining.
Yeah, it wants to see cat videos and doggy videos.
Kitty pictures, cute kitty memes, cute puppy memes.
Looks like here it comes, guys.
Sometimes they want to break apart. Not everybody's dead.
Well, howdy, partner. Fascinating. Everyone here is taking part in the celebration.
Yeah, let's do that. Great. Hey, you guys, it was really a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you. If you ever want to check us out on YouTube, it's Theme Park 365. Oh, all right. So we're going to be here quite often. Okay. Thank you. All right. Enjoy company B.
Maybe use the restroom.
So we're gonna go hop on Autopia. He does. Let's do it. Let's go drive Autopia.
Use the restroom first.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
stood there in front of it right now.
Papa said that I got Oh yeah. But it sounded right. You know, when you get out of space, I'll just go to that house, or I'll be like,
Okay.
maybe there.
I'll hang out here and wait for you. Yeah. Can you let them know that we're going to be doing Autopia on the train?
I don't have time for that, honey.
Which
It's
one do you
already
do, right?
11:45. I went to Autopia for Caleb to take the picture.
Okay, so you want to do the license and then go ride the train around the park.
Yeah, that's what you said.
That sounds perfect. Let the streamers.
Tell Caleb you'd be right here.
Yeah, let the streamers know what we're planning. Even though there's only a couple there, just let them know.
Read more before I push things and not good English.
All right, let's go. Let's go get you a license.
I don't want to draw. I don't want to drive out of
There's like nobody on it. I love this.
Uh-oh, somebody crashed. Well, exactly why you don't give kids cars. Well, maybe we can pull it off. No? Alright, fine, darn.
You only want to go on that then, yeah.
No, it's fine. Basically, you go in this booth, he takes a picture, and you basically pay for it, Takes a little snapshot of him, and then he's gonna get a special edition Autopia License of Tomorrow. Yeah, so basically you go pop in these cars here. Go into this little booth here. Yeah, and then you get your license. Oh boy. Alright, so it should be popping out, printing over here. Oh no, actually it should print right there.
Did you pick one? You wanted to pick one?
And my son's driver's license is pulling up. It's license of tomorrow. It's coming. There it is.
It was hot.
Just got printed out. Check that out. That is pretty cool. And of course, a Mew. Turn it over. Let's show the other side. Love it. Disney 70th edition. Let's do it.
Did you get those on yours?
Whoa.
I did the best. I want to do it. I did it perfect.
All right, so we're gonna go ride the Disneyland train at night around the park. This will be fun.
Train's that way, right?
I believe so. Train that way? The train?
Oh, train. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Just waiting. Like we will be waiting momentarily. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're just wrapping up here. We're going to go ride the Disneyland train around. That'll be fun. We're going to stream that. And then we'll stream all the way out to the parking lot, basically, and go on around. And thank you for come checking us out. We really appreciate the support. Don't forget to share our stream and our channel and subscribe. If you can, hit the bell so you get notifications. We'd love to see you come back again. Yeah. We can do that tomorrow. We can write it in or something. Fun. Good way to start the morning. They're going to be upgrading to electric, is what I've heard. No, this Autopia.
All rollers Autopia.
You have the modem? It stuttered for a second. Now we're getting stuttering. Let me try moving over here. Finally. I think it's overheating wherever it's at. Okay. Gotta cool off our hotspot.
Triple
laggy still.
Yeah, not much I can do about that right this second. Hopefully it'll fix itself in a moment. You want to wait for the next one?
No, it says 20 minutes.
Okay.
So, it's 11:51. So.
There's not a lot of room on this train.
Nope, there's not.
Want to wait for the next one?
Again, it's 11:51.
I get it. I heard you.
Okay, so if the next train doesn't come before
Then we don't get one.
picking us up.
I get it. I heard you.
Or do you just want to walk out? And then just ask me.
And the guests were laughing when you saw the comps.
This is my water bottle. Don't worry about it. You're going backwards. How's the video looking? Stuttering?
Thank you for your patience, everyone. We'll get out of here in just 1 hour.
Okay, cool. So it's pulling down.
Next up ahead will be Main Street Station. Please use it this time. Turn the toll teller and make sure they are seated as well. Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't get the captions right. It's trying. It's on the fly. I'm sure that will get better and better.
The way it went from pet to Disney.
Why do you look like that?
Here we go.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentada y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time. Returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat. Main Street, USA.
Okay. Oh, then we gotta go.
Oh wow.
My hips.
You put that in my side pocket.
So it needs to be in yours.
It didn't seem to matter.
I'm sorry.
People waiting to get on it.
Well, ask if they're going around again.
Are you guys around again on the side?
One more time.
Can we ride that one more time?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Let's get up front, yeah. Oops, sorry. Let's do it. Is it okay with you? Yeah. Thank you, man. Actually, that's the best seat, huh? On that side, the best seat?
You want to see the stuff?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's screaming, so I might as well get them the best shot.
Hello everyone, once again, as a friendly reminder, this is going to be a pickup trip only. You will only be allowed to disembark once you're back here at Main Street. You will not be permitted to disembark the train anywhere else besides from here at Main Street. If you guys have a stroller or a wheelchair that you're looking to pick up at any of the other stations, we do recommend you disembark currently. As once again, once this train departs here at Main Street, you will not be permitted to disembark the train at all. Until we get right back here at Main Street. This is your final chance to disembark the train here at Main Street. If you guys want to head anywhere else.
Welcome aboard the 33 friends. Please remember to stay safe with all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Please keep little ones away from the opening. Our next stop will be New Orleans Station.
Never ridden all the way around before. Yeah.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad.
One time around.
We're embarking
What's
on
that?
a grand
You've never
circle
ridden this
tour of the Magic
Not the
Kingdom.
whole time.
We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Disney's Toontown,
You really?
and
What time you been
Tomorrowland.
to Disneyland?
We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a
like
trip back
10?
in time to the primeval world.
This is the best ride in the park.
Before returning,
Well, that's why we're here to find out.
as we begin our journey,
I believe
remember
you.
that for a safe trip, you need to stay safe, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
This is girly.
Bienvenidos a bordo del
139 years
Disneyland
old.
Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Bayou Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. As long as the stop is repaired. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
We're doing pickup
set, Evan.
Filling up.
This is worth it.
I know.
We probably would have made it to
10 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago.
Oh well, you get to ride the train one more time.
Last train.
I needed the whole.
Have you ever done the thing of the train?
No. Well, maybe when I was little. Whatever.
So people don't come on?
Yeah, well, I just want to put my feet up. If somebody's waiting right now and they need a seat, they'll move over.
Come on, come on. We did it. One more day to go. What? And then we're taking a break and doing Universal. And then we're going to see the Hollywood Sonic Griffith Observatory.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is that good? Griffith
Yeah, that was
Observatory?
nice. Try to go like in the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Like sunset?
Yeah.
We're packing it all in for 2 nights. I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Is there not annual pass holders?
But they had a buyer. 3.
That was like $10,000.
No, the Universal was
Oh.
like 120.
Have you heard of Club 30?
Or 105, it has buy one get one. So each day one, $55.
Have you heard of Club 33?
Yes. I mean, tell me more.
Wait, what? You're confusing me. No, but do you know about it? Because we can do it on this side.
I just know that it's super expensive.
Yeah. Because Walt Disney, like, basically.
Welcome aboard, friends. The Excursion 3.
It's like
Space here on 10 feet on the lake inside the train. Make sure your little ones are away from the opening. Our next stop is going to be Toontown. As a friendly reminder, this is going to be a pickup-only trip. No one will be able to get off until we get to Main Street. Once again, we will be heading down to Toontown to go get some more friends along aboard.
Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. When it comes to sweetness, the inhabitants of the land we're passing over are the bee's knees. Here in Biden Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Louis the Alligator, and other beloved critters on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, we're now joining up with the rivers of America, entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. exposed in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fuels these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation moved west to this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mighty trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. Since you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal... Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
Yeah. Boats are empty at Small World.
Alright everyone, this train's not ready to depart. Please remain seated. Our next stop is going to be Tomorrowland Station. Once again, as a friendly reminder, this trip is going to be a pickup trip only. You will only be permitted to disembark the train once we are safely back at Main Street and no other place. Please remain seated and parents, please supervise your children.
We were trying to get something that had the 70th anniversary on it without having the virus. Oh, okay.
Like the paper coat.
Did you get her this little map? I think they have it on there.
Like those designs on that, Joe?
Tomorrowland, that's a there's no getting on the Tomorrowland. We're going to pick up the front. We're going to head to Main Street.
Arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and magical. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight.
That's the world. That's life. It's not a costume.
Yeah.
You actually have to be.
I thought you were going to say the Mountain Dew one or the one that's from Incredible. The one in the blue suit. Because I think that character is like pretty awesome. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yes.
Not really. It's like really stupid.
I have no idea.
Really stupid, obvious. You know?
Well, I'm confused where I know we like he was in my cartoon with him, so then we were about to that's how I know about him.
Make him feel
Yeah.
a little bit better.
Yeah, I was like, let's just get in there.
Our last stop for the diorama of the Grand Canyon. We are allowed photos in there. No flash photography.
To those who have just come aboard, of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children. Flash photography.
Mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Por favor, no tome fotografías con plástico.
Today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland.
We're now arriving at
This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Well, that's the end of the stream for tonight, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody have a good evening. Sleep tight. Have a good night.